So after working with 30 plus clients in the home improvement space and generating them hundreds and thousands of dollars in revenue through this stupid, simple funnel, I'm going to actually show you how you can implement the same thing for your SMMA clients, for them to love you forever and stay working with you for as long as possible. Now, a lot of people look at Facebook ads from a one point of view, right? They look at Facebook ads and they think Facebook ads is what's going to get them the results. Well, this is where you are going wrong. Facebook ads is the first stage of your overall conversion system, right? You got to take into account the booking page, the thank you page, the automations that actually go behind turning leads into appointments, from appointments to clients, right? So in this video, this is exactly what I want to go over with you guys today and show you the insights of my own marketing agency and how I go about setting up my funnels, my automations, my lead forms, and everything there is you need to know in order to set up a bulletproof conversion system for your SMMA clients. So let's get right into it. Now, there are four stages of this funnel, right? Or of this video. The first thing, we are going to look at the overall funnel and what you should focus on, right? What each stage does in order to convert a stranger to a lead to appointment, from appointment to client for your clients, right? Then I'm going to show you how to structure a Facebook lead form because this is super, super important, right? If you get your ad creatives right, ad copies right, your offer right, that's good. But you need to actually create and optimize your Facebook lead form in a way that incentivizes the leads further to go ahead and book the appointment with you, right? So there's a certain way that you need to basically create these lead forms. Third is the booking and thank you page structure. So I'm actually going to show you how I set up my booking pages and my thank you pages for my SMMA clients. And number four, probably the most important one, and is the reason why we're able to convert anywhere from 25 to 30% of all the leads that we generate for our clients to appointments, right? So we're going to go over that in the fourth step. So let's understand the overall funnel and what you should focus on. So the first thing, right? The first conversion stage is the ad, right? Where you present your offer, where you present your creative, where you present your ad copy. Now, what you should focus on in this stage is basically capturing someone's interest, right? You need to be able to spark curiosity and be able to spark interest for them to basically take action. What's the action? It's to fill out the lead form. Now, on the lead form, what I usually do is I ask for the name, email, number, and zip code, and I ask one qualifying questions, right? A lot of people tend to overcomplicate lead forms and they ask 5, 6, 7 different questions. I don't see a point in that because that just creates a lot more friction. And you got to think to yourself, why would someone on the internet take their time whilst just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram for entertainment, take their time to fill out 8 qualifying questions for you to then take their contact information? Like, why would they do that? Right? If I was a lead and I see an ad that interested me, right? So I got interested through the offer, the creative, and the ad copy. I click sign up and the lead form pops up and it's like 5 different questions, 3 different questions even. And it takes a lot of time or sort of minimal effort to actually fill out the lead form. I'm probably going to swipe away and never come back to it, right? Because you got to understand that people's attention spans are so short these days that you need to be able to play with that, right? Or basically attention, the short attention spans is your biggest enemy when it comes to advertising, right? So you need to make the whole process as easy as possible for all of your leads, right? So how do you actually come up with that qualifying question? So what I do after I've done my market research for the client's behalf, after I came up with an offer and after I came up with angles that I'm going to approach it, I then try to see, okay, like what is that one thing that I need an answer for that would tell me whether the lead is serious or not serious, right? What I would usually do is I would ask my clients, right, what makes a lead qualified for you? They would tell me all the things that makes the lead qualified for them. And then I would use those things in order to come up with one single question that would answer most of the areas that qualify them, right? So in home improvement, usually what I would do is I would say, what is your reason for X? Right? What is your reason for remodeling your bathroom? What is the reason for remodeling your kitchen? And then I would have a manual input, right? So manual input meaning that they would have to type the answer themselves manually, right? And what this question does is basically identifies the actual reason of why they are choosing to submit the lead form, right? Or why they are interested in working with my client. Because, I had people write literally paragraphs on this stage of why they want to remodel their bathroom, right? And the manual input basically takes, I guess, motivation from them, right? I don't know how to explain it, but if someone takes the time out of the day to write out a paragraph, I know that the lead is pretty serious when it comes to working with my client or booking an appointment, right? So this question is super powerful. Now, you don't have to use it. You can use anything else that you want. I suggest make the leads type out the answer rather than clicking multiple choice questions because anyone can click multiple choice questions and be on their way, right? That doesn't necessarily mean the lead is qualified. However, if they type out the reason, right, they write out a paragraph for why they want to work with your client or why they are looking to book an appointment, that makes them way more serious and gives or brings them more of a chance that they actually go ahead and book the appointment and become a client, right? Sometimes you will get people who will type out one word answers or something that's like, I'm just looking around. That will tell you that, okay, this lead is probably never going to work with us. They're just window shoppers. And your client will be able to see that as well. So, booking page, right? The idea of a booking page is basically trying to warm them up to the idea of working with our client's business, right? What a booking page should have is testimonials, it should have project images, and it should have the offer stated again, right? So here is what we kind of use, kind of a very rough template of what we use, right? So we have a waiting list, right, to create urgency. They can schedule their consultation here. Here we have testimonials, text testimonials, all that stuff, project videos. Here we have more sort of images from Yelp, Trustpilot, wherever your client has reviews. I'll put them here. Some more videos of projects, button to schedule the consultation, some more reviews, and wake up every day to a home you love. And then what I'd usually do here is put the offer in that I'm advertising, right? So what this does is basically, let's say I'm a lead and I just filled out the lead form. I come on this page, right? And I'm probably not going to book an appointment straight away. Like, I don't know what this business does. I scroll down. I'm like, oh, okay, some testimonials. Maybe click on some testimonials, watch them. The reason why we do text and video is because if people don't want to watch the video, they can just literally quickly read the testimonial script. Um, they go through that. Okay, they see more reviews. Okay. So this guy's pretty good. It seems like he's very good at kitchen remodeling. Let me go ahead and book that appointment, right? So we're essentially trying to warm them up to the idea of working with our business by showcasing other people that have worked with our business and have had an amazing experience with their kitchen remodel. Now, the thank you page is basically reinstating or reconfirming the appointment, and potentially you could try further sell the appointment on there. I think our thank you page, if we look at here, is pretty simple, right? We just say your application is completed, your free consultation is scheduled. Please put this in your calendar now. We have your appointment locked and reserved. Then I would put custom values here of their name, phone, email, their appointment time, the address that they put in, um, the note from the staff or a note from the owner, like, thank you for booking this in. And I would have the website link, Facebook link, YouTube link, Instagram link, Google My Business link, like anywhere else that they can check out my business, right? So this is basically another sales page for you to try and sell the appointment further and for them to actually show up to the appointment. So you can treat this as basically, let's say I book an appointment and I come onto this page, I make sure it's double confirmed. And then notes on from my staff, it basically tells me what I should expect, when I should expect the appointment to come in. You could basically give them a further incentive to show up to the appointment and so forth, right? So treat this as basically a solidifying feature for a booked appointment, right? Solidifies the actual appointment. So moving on, this is basically all you need to set up, right? And just to kind of summarize this again, the ad you need to work on your offer, your creative, and your ad copy. And you need to spark interest and you need to build curiosity and you need to incentivize people to go ahead and fill out the lead form, right? Usually, the way I would incentivize people to fill out the lead form is by saying that the consultations my clients offer are usually worth $250 or $300 in that case, but we're doing this for free for a limited time, right? It's an incentive to go ahead and book that consultation, right? They open up the lead form, they answer sort of this question: what's your reason for X? They put a manual input. My client gets that manual input, right? So they actually see what that lead answered. Then the lead gets redirected to the booking page where they're still thinking, should I book the consultation? They scroll down, they watch all the testimonials, they get warmed up to the idea of working with us. They're like, okay, book the appointment, take into a thank you page where we're double confirming or solidifying that appointment. And then here we can have like a mini sales letter that basically further incentivizes them to actually go through with that appointment. And then we have all the links that they can check out in order to basically further warm up to working with us. And here we can showcase social proof, our website, our YouTube stuff, if your client's posting any YouTube videos, Instagram, if your client has a very well optimized Instagram account. Um, this is going to be great here because they can basically check that out. Now, the fourth step is the actual automations, right? So you gotta treat people online as babies, right? That's as stupid as it sounds. You gotta treat them as babies, right? People have very, very short attention spans, and you basically need to hold their hand for every stage of the process, right? Because if you let go of their hand, they will slip through and they will never become a client, right? So the automations basically fill out those pipeline leaks where the lead could leak from and basically further hold their hand throughout the whole process. Now, this is what my automation looks like once a lead comes in, right? So a lead will come in, they will submit their Facebook lead form. It will create and update the opportunity, right? And add them to a pipeline. It would tag them as Facebook ads or opportunity sources Facebook ads. It will add a note, so the qualifying question, reason for wanting the service. It would send a notification to a Slack channel that myself and my client are on. It will send the client an email notification or anyone on their team that the lead came through. It would create a go high level internal notification and it would send them an internal SMS notification. Then the lead will get an email basically further confirming and what they should expect. You can read that here. Right, and I use custom values to basically make my service delivery a literally a one-click implement process where I can upload the snapshot and then change up the custom values, and I don't have to do anything else on the automations because they'll all be updated with the custom values, right? Then they also get an SMS, right? They'll get an SMS, and these two are basically trying to get them to the appointment, right? So if a lead comes in and they're sitting here on a booking page, right? And they're deciding whether they should even book the appointment, right? Or maybe they click off through this page. We want to basically re-engage them back into this page again, right? This is our booking sales page, right? So we're trying to re-engage them back through these automations. So this is the Facebook lead-in automation. Now, if I go to back to workflows, I have the appointment automation, right? So if the appointment has not been booked, right? So let's just wait for it to load up. So what this will do is it will wait 20 minutes for the lead to book an appointment. However, within 20 minutes, if they didn't book an appointment, we should probably follow up, right? So then we have an SMS flow, basically saying you can book a consultation, trying to basically bring them back onto here. It will wait 1 day. If the lead hasn't responded, it will follow up again, right? Then we'll wait 1 more day. If the lead hasn't booked the appointment, it will follow up another time, right? And then if the lead didn't book, he'll follow up with them another time, then another time, right? And then I think we have like 6, 7, actually, yeah, 7 or 8 follow-ups, right? For 8 days, we follow up with them, right? And then on day 12, after 12 days, you can say, did I lose you? And basically that will be the end of the follow-up workflow. Now, in rare case scenarios, leads will go all the way down to this and will never book the appointment, to which point we basically put them into a reactivation campaign where it will wait another 30 days and then it will send them another promotional email or SMS trying to re-engage them back into our sales process. Now, however, people would probably respond throughout this, and when they do respond, a client will get a notification. Now, if the appointment has been booked, we also have a appointment reminders, your usual thing, just to make sure that, people know when their appointment is, right? So it has been scheduled. Then we say type yes to confirm that we've got the right time, right? So we want to basically have them take another action and say, yes, I booked the time and it's fine with me, right? Then we wait for the lead to respond again. Then we say, do we have the right day and time? The reason why we do this is to basically, once the lead books the appointment, we want to make sure that they reply back to us and literally triple confirm that the time is right for them. So we don't run into issues of reschedules, no shows, and all the other stuff that happens in between a lead booking the appointment to the actual appointment happening. So what else do we have here? We have appointment reminders, right? So we just remind them of their appointments, and we have different other workflows. Like if someone tries to call us, we have an auto missed call text back. We have the database reactivation workflow. So to reactivate all the leads that the client might have had in the past before working with us. We have a live chat. We have the review. So once the work is complete, we'll send them a review request, right? So all these automations are basically focused on trying to duct tape all the leaks within your overall sales pipeline, right? We want to make sure that every single step of the process, we are holding someone's hand, right? Because as soon as you stop holding someone's hand, this is where they have the chance to escape, right? And to never work with you again. An extra thing that you can do or your clients can do, and I actually urge you to really, really do it, whether it's you or your client or an appointment setter, is to dial the lead within the first 10 to 15 minutes, or actually within the first 5-10 minutes, right? Because you got to understand the principle of a buyer's window, right? So what a buyer's window is let's say Bobby, right? He's scrolling on his phone and he sees your ad, right? Bobby then goes to opt in and he's looking at booking the appointment, but then Bobby gets a text message from his wife. He gets a text message from his dog. He gets a text message from his grandma, right? Life just happens. He has to go back to work. So many things that can happen on his phone, right? Phones are the biggest distraction that we have in today's modern world. So obviously, Bobby here will have a lot of distractions, right? And all these distractions block Bobby here from booking the appointment with you, right? However, if you call Bobby within the first 5-10 minutes of them opting into your lead form, right? You're catching them in that short amount of time that they have a clear schedule, right? So their wife didn't call them, their dog didn't call them, their grandma didn't call them, their friends didn't call them. They don't have to go back to work, right? You're catching them in that sort of peace of mind moment, right? And they're already thinking about your offer, right? Because it's been 5-10 minutes since they submitted the form. So it will be fresh in their memory, right? And your job as a setter or like as an agency or for your clients is to basically catch Bobby within that time frame, right? Because let's say you don't call Bobby within the first 5-10 minutes, right? And this is again why we have all these automations to basically stay on top of Bobby's mind. But let's say you don't call Bobby, right? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 50 days passed, and you didn't call Bobby for some reason. Bobby will forget about your offer, right? Because there's so much things, so many ads on the internet today that Bobby's head would just get filled up with something else. You would give them a call 2 days later and you'd be like, hey, you submitted this, this, and this. And Bobby would be like, I don't remember, right? So you've lost the buyer's window, right? So you got to operate within that buyer's window. That's super, super important for you guys to understand. But yeah, this is essentially the whole funnel process of getting appointments for your SMMA clients. No matter what niche you're in, this will work for every niche, right? If you want to gain access to the snapshots, make sure to join the free community. I will leave the link in the comment section down below. If you found value in the video, make sure to like. If you have any questions, make sure to comment. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one.